Hello, happy mamas. This is Trish, and I'm coming in for today's live. It's been a little crazy at my house. My parents arrived last night, and we got a guest staying with us, which is this beautiful dog. So there she is. That's Sunday. So if my life wasn't crazy enough, well, not that has anything to do with dog because she's actually the most well-behaved dog ever. I love her to death. But we got people in the house. We've got things going on with the holidays and trying to prepare for, the events coming up this weekend. And it got me thinking that there's so many people stressing out right now. And I went with my mom shopping. And actually, I got a call while I was out shopping because Henry was coughing uncontrollably at school. So I had to go pick him up. He's my youngest, my 4-year-old. So it's just like things keep adding up. As you guys know, it's been an interesting week for me. Not to mention that my oldest had the stomach flu or the stomach virus last week. Hi, Anna Sophia. So my oldest had the stomach virus last week. This week, my middle guy broke his arm. And today, my youngest got sent home for a horrible cough. I'll report on that tomorrow and let you know whether or not it's pneumonia. Okay. But I'm telling you this because as I was out in the midst of all the shopping and preparation, I looked around me and everybody's really stressed out and they're rushing to try and finish their gift shopping and they're, rushing to go from place to place, and everybody's level is just like, where it normally might be kind of here on the stress level, it's like everybody's just pushing that level here. And especially as we're in the countdown to just before the holidays. So my title of the video is Model the Behavior You Want. And that you may think I'm talking about kids, and I am, because it's really important that your kids see how you are handling the stress of the season. And it's important for them to see how you handle any stress, because that's modeling for them how they should handle it. So if you're like rolling your eyes at the woman in front of you at the, cash register, or if you're road raging down the street because you're trying to get to things on time, if you're just like, oh, I can't believe this, one more thing, one more gift, one more, oh, I can't take it. They are taking that in, and that's the example you're giving. So it's important to be aware of the behavior that you're modeling for your kids, especially because we try to impart on them, have patience, be polite, those kinds of things. It's important that we model that. So if you're standing in line at the cash register and the person in front is taking too long because it happens to be a little old lady who's counting her pennies, how you react to that is going to set an example for your kids. But it's not just for your kids. It's also for the people around you, and if you are easily losing your patience with people around you, then you in turn may have somebody lose their patience with you if you find yourself stuck having a bad moment, which we always do. So one of the things that, I talk about a lot is, forgiving yourself and taking care of yourself and giving yourself some grace. That also counts for giving other people grace and forgiving other. Please don't have any more, honey. Please don't have any more, okay? It's going to hurt your tummy. Please don't. I'm doing a live, and I'd like to finish it, and then we'll talk, okay? Don't open it yet. We'll talk about it after, okay? Okay. Yes, the excitement. Hey, love. Now you're going to watch discipline in action. Hey, love. This is going to give you a tummy ache. When I'm done the live, then we can talk about it, okay? Thank you. Win for mama. Okay. So, as I was saying, it's important. Oh, hi, Kelly. Hi, Sharman. It's important for you to also model the behavior to other people of how you would like to be treated. Right? So if somebody's having a rough day, or they're stressing out, or they're projecting their anger, frustration, or anxiety on you, this is a wonderful opportunity, especially in the season where we're supposed to have kindness at the top of mind. We should always have kindness at the top of mind. But in this season, giving them some grace and thinking, maybe they're having a rough day. Maybe they're stretching their last dollar to get their kids their Christmas present. Maybe they're feeling the pressure because their whole family's coming over and they have some really big news that they're afraid to share. I know it sounds kind of silly, but the fact is that this time of year has has this heightened level of anxiety, and we don't know what people are going through. And maybe it's somebody who's just, doing some shopping, but they don't have a family. And so they're angry at this time of year because that can happen too. And we don't know. So if somebody is really triggering you, or they seem upset, angry, anxious, whatever it is, send them some grace. And do that with the intention that, maybe they needed a break. And in the hopes that somebody will give you a break when you need it too. We all have those days. We've all had those days where we're up to here. And it's easy in parenting to describe that day when you're like yelling at your kid, and you may not do it in public, but one day you just lose it. Go, I'm not letting you stop doing that now. And then you feel people looking at you and you're like, okay, I'm the worst mother in the world, and everybody just saw it. But that was the day that you were up to here and you couldn't handle it anymore. And so we have those. We all have those days. We all have those days where we cut somebody off in the road. We all have those days when we're like, oh my God, I have to get through this cash register line right now because my kids are going to show up in 10 minutes and I only have 5 minutes to get home. That happened to me last week, and I had to have my neighbor pick up my kids. So we've all had those moments. So before you freak out on somebody, before you lose your patience with somebody, not like before you really lose your business back and give back that same frustration, anxiety, and anger, try to pause and just think, is this worth, my anger? Is this worth my frustration? Is this, what if I just send love? Just send love. And it's maybe easier said than done, but I've done that. And in fact, I have a funny story for you guys, and then I have to go. I was driving down the street, coming off the highway, and I was trying to get into the exit lane. And there was another, a car coming in, and they were, I thought, trying to get onto the highway. And so I would be going, to the right, and she was coming left, or so I thought, and she wasn't letting in, and she also wasn't going faster to pass me. So I cut her off. I was just like, okay, fine, you're not moving and you're not letting me in, because it was going to end, so I had to exit. Well, it was this older lady, and we got to the stoplight, and sure enough, she opened her window and was ready to give me a piece of my mind, or a piece of her mind. So I opened the window, and she went, you cannot cut people off, that is dangerous. You should let them go first. And I looked at her and I said, you're absolutely right, ma'am. I'm so sorry. It's really dangerous. All of a sudden it took her fire out because I didn't fight with her. I didn't give her the finger. I didn't do anything, I didn't fight. I didn't fight because it wasn't worth it. I happened to be in a good mood that day, so I didn't, but the reality is that I didn't know at the end of the day whether I cut her off, whether I was in the wrong or she was in the wrong, but she felt slighted by me, and I just apologized. And I said, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right, ma'am. Have a lovely day. And she went, okay, drive safe. Bye-bye. And that was it. It was a beautiful exchange. Could have turned into some ugly, thing. But then my kids saw me handle it that way. And so that stays in their mind too. And you set a beautiful example. And that is what I'm talking about here. Okay, hold on, hun. Okay, my kids need me. I'm going to my first Taekwondo class today. Super pumped. Have a great afternoon. I will try to pop into the group a little bit later, and have a great night. Bye.